Hello and what is going on, guys? It's Runescape here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day and enjoying Combat Week in Runescape 3. We made a ton of progress on the account in this episode and got ourselves so many Slayer points. I also want to talk to you guys about what's next to come on the channel. I've got so many guides and video ideas that I want to bring you guys, but in terms of series, we've just finished our road to 1 billion. So it's important that the next bit of content that I dish out for you guys in terms of a series is what you guys want. So if you want to be a part of the discussion, then stick around to the end. It will really help me bring the best content to all of you guys in the future. Glacors or Nihils? Man, I don't know how many Slayer VRP tokens I've got left, but I'm going to do a Nihil task because it should be quick. 110 of them, nice. Should make some nice money doing this and stock up on some Nihil pouches as well. I kid you not, I just finished my task and recorded this clip showing you guys how much I made. And yeah, I price checked everything in high out mode, so let's do this again. You make so much money doing these, so anyone out there doing Slayer, turn these on. We made 1.5 mil in regular loot and 21 Nihil pouches, which is over 4 mil. If you guys want to see how I do Nihils, I'll put a guide down in the description below. It's like a 10 to 15 minute task depending on how many you get, and you do make a ton of money, so they're great to do. So I have a Soul Devourer task next, which is nice and AFK, so I can chill. Sucks that I only have 2 Slayer VRP tickets, so we're going to have to do something about that real soon. For those of you with Premier Club, remember you can extend your tasks by 10% for an hour a day. So if you do Slayer, don't sleep on this. And if you didn't get Premier Club last year, so set yourselves a goal to just make some bonds ready for the next one. Like, even if you can only get enough bonds for the Bronze Premier package, you still get the artifact and you can actually extend it and get the full package when you can afford it. This is going to give some great bonuses. It lets you reset your aura once a day, which is huge for PVM. And it is the best deal on membership, so you want to get the most bang for your buck, you might as well do this. Okay, so I just made a Slayer preset for melee. I'll chuck that on screen now. But man, they need to add more preset slots to the game, because having 10 is just not enough for all of the content. There's literally over 30 bosses, there's tons of skills and Slayer tasks, let alone the different types of clues that you need presets for. Also, why can't we just name them ourselves? Let us personalise our presets. For those of you doing melee Slayer, and if you're doing a task where you take a fair bit of damage and have to protect from melee, I'll chuck my Revo bar on screen now that should help you survive while doing sufficient damage. This is great for Corrupted Workers, Soul Devourers and Moss Golems, just to name a few. And nice, I forgot my Spring Cleaner, good start. Thankfully I have high out rune. Actually, I'd take that back, I can't be asked to out this salvage, they are dropping way too much. Elite Clue number 1, nice. Damn, nearly missed that, 200 mil strength. If my buddy didn't grats me, I wouldn't have actually seen that. Maybe it's time to go outside. Maybe. Cheeky, 5.1 mil from that task with 15 Vital Sparks. Don't forget your Vital Spark enhancers. These make it so that when you're on a task, instead of receiving 2 sparks at a time, you actually get 3, so it's going to boost your profits even more. For those of you unaware how you get these, you spend Dungeoneering tokens, which are really easy to get from doing elite dungeons. I'm pretty sure they're 1k per enhancer, and every enhancer gives you an extra spark when you use it. These are great to use when you're doing anything in this dungeon, even killing the Magister, they're really good there. So back to the Sophium dungeon for Corrupted Workers. Not gonna lie, these are props my favourite task nowadays for some decent GP and while being nice and AFK. Yeah, 4.1 mil, can't complain, it's a quick task, and we also got 4 hard clues for the bank. And nice, a Dagonoth King task. I'm gonna do some DKs because Berserker rings are insanely high at the moment at 10 mil a pop. Hopefully we can get lucky, but I ain't going to get my hopes up too much. Okay, so I finished up that Dagonoth King task last night. I didn't want to record it because I was being quiet, so I didn't wake up my family. But we didn't get really lucky. We got 1 Archer's Ring, and that's like the cheapest one. But we made, with the Dragon Hatchets, 4.3 million, which, yeah, could be worse. It took about an hour 20 for a max task, I want to say. And we got 3 elite clues and 2 hard clues. So one of my viewers actually recommended Slayer point farming and making a video on it. Using the Lumbridge Slayer task, he reckons you can complete 9 of the tasks in about 10 minutes, and then you do your 10th at Lanakeia. And then you spend 250 Slayer points to force a Reaper task to get points to make a Hydrix. So I'm personally going to be keeping the Slayer points for other things because I don't need the GP on my account. This seems like it's going to be a great way of getting Hydrixes on your account if you need to get them for whatever reason, or if you just need to make some money. So the things that I'm going to recommend that you have while doing this, I'd recommend having pretty much anything with Chromin on. And you're also going to benefit from having a Slayer Master Cape if you have it. It doesn't matter if you don't, but it lets you have a 1 in 5 chance of picking your task, so you can pick the shortest task possible. And I'd also recommend having the Slayer Introspection Relic, because this lets you pick the minimum number of Slayer creatures. So let me show you. If I go get task, saying you're very strong, yep, nope, I want it from you. So 20 zombies, I'm going to select 15. And then all we're going to do, you're going to want to set up your presets so you have your bladed dives and whatnot so you can get around really quick. You can also use bladed dive as it's an AoE ability too. So if you are using melee, regular melee abilities with your bladed dive, I believe for zombies you can actually kill anything in here that's corpse. So these spiders in this other room should be good. So if I use a chain here, yep, there you go. They count because they're corpses. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to finish this task really quick. So I'm just going to clear something up real quick. A lot of people seem to think that the optimal way of doing this is by blocking tasks to make it so that you only get assigned creatures that can be killed in the Catacombs. This enables you to stay down in the Catacombs and use NPC contact to get through your first 9 tasks relatively fast. I'm going to have to disagree with this because after testing out this method, I'm able to do 9 tasks in less than 8 minutes. And hear me out, whilst I may be able to save 2 minutes optimizing the block list for the Catacombs, this is not where saving time is important. A, you need to delete your existing block task that you've probably worked long and hard on optimizing for your personal Slayer experience, which will eventually set you back 700 Slayer points when it comes to swapping back. This is already around an hour of your time if you don't have the Master Slayer cape and Slayer introspection. And secondly, the way that you actually save time doing this method is by optimizing your block list so that your 10th task is fast. Your 10th task is what's going to make or break how many points you can get an hour. This is going to decide whether you're going to be doing 10 tasks in 15 minutes or 40 minutes. So hear me out. If you block the longer tasks with a higher weighting, for example, Creatures of the Lost Grove, Aerits, Black Demons, Edemus, Dinosaurs, Vile Blooms, Lava Strike Worms to name a few, then you have much greater chance of getting those faster tasks, such as Corrupted Creatures, Soul Devourers, Abbey Demons, Dragon tasks, and there's loads more. Like a Mithril Dragon task takes you less than 5 minutes. Say you took 10 minutes to do your first 9 tasks. That's 15 minutes to get your Slayer points. That's going to be so much more beneficial, and believe me, you will save so much more time doing it this way than the other way. You ain't going to be getting any XP for this. This is solely for points. So look, that's finished. So we'll teleport back to Jacqueline and grab another task. Oh, we're on the 50th now, so we can actually go to Laniakea. And because it's double Slayer points, you're going to get so many points an hour doing this. So let's see what we can get. Adamant Dragons, that's really good. We're going to pick the smallest amount of them. I'm going to go get some gear that's going to make me kill them quick. But yeah, I'll show you how much points to get, and I'll show you which tasks are the best and where to do each task. There we go. That's the last Kill the Alley Dragon task, and that's 660 points because it was a 50th task. Like, this is going to be ridiculously good for the account to just get really ahead of myself on Slayer points. So I'm going to continue doing the Jacqueline Slayer in Lumbridge, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. 10 cave slimes. You can kill them in the Lumbridge swamp. So you're going to want a light source in your inventory, and you're also going to want to have a games necklace teleport. You can put these in compactors or have a passage of the abyss so that you don't have to restock on them very often. You could also go to the Lumbridge cellar and go through here. You want to teleport to Tears of Guthix and then simply run up here to this door, and that's where your cave slimes are going to be. In 2 abilities, you're going to do half the task and they spawn back instantly. So ghosts or cave bugs. I don't actually know where there's a lot of ghosts, to be honest. You have a Dungeoneering cape, you could teleport to the Blue Dragons, and that might be the best way of getting here. I accidentally completed 10 tasks by doing this. They went so quick. It's not the end of the world though. So for those of you that don't have Corromin on your gear, or don't have the corruption abilities unlocked, you can actually use a scythe with laceration boots and bladed dive. So every time you bladed dive onto one of these enemies, it will do a 3x3 radius and kill them, but it will also reset your bladed dive. So I'm able to just continuously bladed dive these enemies. You've got to make sure you click on them. If you don't, it won't work. It won't reset. So I've actually just found out that when you complete a special assignment from a Slayer Master, it doesn't count as a 10th task. So we're going to have to do another Laniakea task real quick. I'm going to have a look at the weighting and see what the quickest Laniakea task will be. So I'm going to say it's either Abyssal Demons or Iron Dragons. Something along them lines. Ganodermic creatures would be very quick too. Nihils, you only get 50 at the lower end. Maybe even Mithril Dragons, because you only get 30. Let's take a look at Mithril Dragons and see how long that takes. I'll have to do some testing to see what is optimal to pick when doing this. There you go. That was actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Like less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to say Mithril Dragons is probably your quickest task. And then Steel and Iron Dragons will shortly follow. Nice. There's 130 million Slayer XP. We got trolled by a treasure hunter key. I'm still really waiting to get a Cinderbane drop for that big payout. The only notable thing we got this task was 308 mahogany planks. But we are also about to complete our 1100th task. If you take a look at the amount of Slayer points I've had from what I had to the start of this video, I haven't been doing too much of this because I was editing. That's 660 Slayer points. It's 2.6k. Like that's me set for a while. But I'm going to keep getting them because there's no reason not to, right? So I'm about to do another 10th task. I'm just shy of 3,000 Slayer points. But I'm out of Slayer VIP tickets. So I'm actually going to go do Rush of Blood for the first time in God knows how long. But yeah, I'm going to quickly go do that and hopefully we can get lucky and get a few Slayer VIP tickets. I didn't remember you getting an XP reward from this, but 27k Archaeology XP. Not too bad. Let's see how many VIP tokens we got. Nice, we got a new Starby, a most wanted card for Glaycores, and 4 VIP tickets. I'm going to actually reset this with my weekly reset, and I'm going to do it again and hopefully do it a bit more optimized this time. There we go, that one was a lot better. Got 29, which I haven't done this in years. So we'll put this XP lamp in Archaeology as well, and hopefully we should get another at least 4. There we go. So we got another 4 VIP tickets and a most wanted card for Tormented Demon. Also, we got 3 shards of Armadillo. It's pretty nice. We must be getting close to one of them in the bank. But yeah, that's 8 more Slayer VIP tickets, so we can just carry on grinding out Slayer. There we go. We just hit over the 3,000 point mark. I'm probably going to do another 30 tasks because it's really quick and see how many points we've got and then call it a day. So I didn't do much more Slayer and instead went to do an hour of bossing with some of my pals. We done an hour of Rise of the Six. And we made a nice 30 mil from that, so that's nice just to have in the bank. I'm going to head to bed and hopefully I'll have this video edited and up and ready for tomorrow. We ended up finishing on 3,130 Slayer points, which is more than enough for what I need for some ideas that I've got for making videos for you guys in the future. And hopefully you guys are making the most out of Combat Week. Remember, it's double XP for combat skills. It's also double XP for Slayer. You get 2 times the amount of Slayer points, as you're probably aware from this video. But yeah, there's loads of things you could be doing on your account to make some sweet progress, so hopefully you're making the most out of it. We discussed in one of our videos what you guys want to see next. I will do the occasional progress video like today, alongside guides, which by the way, if you have any content you'd like to see, any methods you'd like me to go in depth with, then drop that down in the comment section below and I'll see what I can do. That being said, a lot of you guys seem interested in a From Scratch series, which I would honestly love to make. It's just deciding whether I want to be locked out of trading or not. So if I do go down that route, I would have to make everything myself, obtain every single upgrade. I'm not going to be able to use abilities like Ricochet until I get them myself on my account. I'd also love to add some feats to spice up the series and also some overall account goals. What goals do you guys reckon I should go for? Is it a case of going for max gear, tier 90s? What would you like to see? Or would you just like to see me play the game in that way? And in terms of feats that I want to add some rules to the series that will make it overall more challenging and hopefully enjoyable to watch. For example, every time I die, I might have to remove a keybind or limit myself to the abilities that I can use. For example, if I die at a certain boss, I'm then no longer allowed to use Dazing Shot, or I'd have to take off my legs for that hour. So something to spice up the series and make it more interesting. Hopefully I should have access to the polling system soon, before we start the journey, so that I can make this as fun as possible for you guys and find out exactly what you want. That being said, in the meantime, any of your suggestions and feedback in the comment section below is really helpful. Someone suggested on a previous video that they'd like to see me do higher level bosses with underpowered gear. For example, doing Raksha with tier 70, just to show you guys that it is possible. Yeah, thank you for everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you want to join the community, then hit the subscribe button. The channel's growing at an amazing rate and I'm really happy for it. So I don't want any of you guys to miss out on any of the future content that we've got coming. So jump along for the journey. If you like the video, drop a like. And as always, your feedback is so important for improving the content on the channel. So if you've got any recommendations, drop it in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching.